This is Jill Pack with the Seasons of Joy podcast. This is episode number 85. This is day 5 of the 5-day Relationship Reboot Challenge.
Are you a woman of faith who is struggling to navigate your current season of life? Do you feel like life is just happening to you instead of for you? My name is Jill Pack. I'm a certified life coach and a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I want you to know that no matter your season or circumstance, it is possible to create a more joyful life. And I would love to show you how. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hello, friends. This is day 5 of the 5-day Relationship Reboot Challenge. Today's challenge builds on the previous challenges that I have given over the last 4 days. If you haven't had a chance to listen to day 1, 2, 3, or 4, I invite you to do so before completing today's challenge. They all build on each other. I also want to remind you that you can go to the link in the show notes to download the small workbook that I created for this challenge, or you can just use your own journal for the exercises. I also want to remind you that you can join my Seasons of Joy community Facebook group. That way we can support each other through this challenge. Again, you can find the links to both of those in the show notes. So far, over the last 4 days, we have talked about defining your values and vision so that you can show up as who you want to be in your relationship of focus. You've painted a picture, if you will, and put some landmarks, guideposts to help you get to where you want to go. Right? And using those as your guide, you were able to create an impact statement to help keep that goal of where you want to go and who you want to be at the top of your mind. This statement or this phrase is something that you can use to inspire and motivate you. It's short but powerful. And using that impact statement, then you began to explore the exciting possibilities of change. Taking action that you believe in from feelings of excitement while incorporating fun into the process creates momentum. You are the creator of your momentum. And on day 4, we talked about beginning where you are. Beginning where you are right now, in this moment, is the perfect place to start. It is completely connected to where you want to be. We just need to accept where we are rather than fighting against it and wishing that it was different. So today, we're going to finish this challenge by talking about creating a plan, and then we are going to practice it and ponder on it. We want to put a plan in place that we can follow every day. We're going to work on creating consistency by practicing this plan, implementing this plan every day, especially in those moments when it isn't hard at all to follow our plan, so that when the harder times come, because we know they will, we will have created a new pattern or a habit that will give us the strength to live in alignment with our values and our vision, even in those difficult times. That way, we can be the kind of person we want to be for ourselves, for our families, and for the world. So I want to invite you to think about an area of your life where you have created a plan. Maybe it was an exercise plan, a meditation or stillness plan, a scripture study plan, or a food plan, right? To create a successful plan, we want to understand 3 parts of the plan. First, we decide what it is we're going to do. Second, we're going to execute the plan. We're going to do it, and we're going to practice it. And then the third step is we're going to evaluate, or we're going to ponder what we did, how the plan worked, and then make adjustments as needed. Many times when we've created a plan, we falsely believe that it is unchangeable and it's written in stone, believing that we just have to push through the pain of it all. However, this usually leads us to just abandoning our plan altogether, and then we move into the pattern of shame, finding all the ways that we failed and then believing we are a failure as a person, unworthy, worthless, and unlovable. This plan that you're going to create doesn't have to be the final product. It doesn't have to be the perfect plan. It is a continual work in progress. We are dynamic beings and things change. So you're invited to create a plan that works for you, and then you're going to practice it. You're going to execute it, and then you're going to evaluate it. You're going to ponder on it and make adjustments as needed. Again, we want to practice our plans when things feel easy so that we can create progress. The other time we're going to practice is when things feel hard. This is the time to practice not giving up and using all of our skills that we've developed to get us through, right? In those difficult moments, in those difficult times, you're going to see firsthand your strengths that you have been developing, and you're going to be so grateful for them. So when I have a difficult conversation with someone, for example, I have been practicing curiosity and love, so I more easily move into the skill of doing that in a real situation, right? So for today's exercise, I want you to brainstorm for 5 minutes and create your plan. Again, it doesn't have to be a perfect plan. This isn't enough time to do that. I just want you to brainstorm what it could look like. Now, keep in mind your values, your vision, and the impact statement that you created. These are going to help you come up with specific actions that you're going to take towards the exciting possibilities we talked about. This is about being intentional. We want to plan for the easy times and a plan for the challenging times so that we can react in alignment with who we want to be. Be intentional about how you're going to play into your strengths when it comes to executing this plan. For me, I'm going to read, ponder, and state my current impact statement. I say current impact statement because this may change depending on what I'm working on in my life or what relationship I'm focusing on, right? I'm going to state it every day. I'm going to ponder it and read it. I'm going to intentionally engage in my relationship of focus from a place of love at least once a week instead of assuming they're mad at me and then avoiding any interaction with them. In those moments when the relationship seems challenging, I'm going to do my best, and then I'm going to evaluate and ponder on how I reacted in that situation. So let's say I have a text conversation with the person that I'm working on my relationship with, right? I'm focusing on this particular relationship, and something is said that I have a lot of emotion around. I'm going to do my best in that moment, and then I'm going to ponder on and evaluate my reaction and what can I learn from this experience. So I invite you to set a timer for 5 minutes and brainstorm the things that you would like to have in your plan. Try to have at least 3 components to your plan and then share it in the Seasons of Joy community Facebook group. So for example, my 3 components were paying attention to my current plan, reading it, pondering it, and stating it. Then I'm going to intentionally engage with the person that I'm working on my relationship with from a place of love, right? And then in those moments when maybe there's a lot of emotion, I'm going to do my best and then go back and ponder and evaluate how I showed up and what maybe I could learn and do differently from. Those were my 3 components. So I invite you to do that and share it in the Seasons of Joy community Facebook group. I want to encourage you to make your plan doable. Often we create a plan that's so far out of reach that we end up abandoning them, like I talked about before. So meet yourself where you are, because that is the best place to start. Make your plan easy and doable, right? So that it's super easy to follow when things are great and you're able to do your best. So in those moments when things are hard and you're struggling, you can still implement and follow this plan. This 5-day challenge was created to give you the power to show up as the person you want to be in your life and relationships, especially those relationships that can be the most challenging. So today is the last day of this challenge, but it doesn't have to be the last time you do the challenge. You can repeat this process anytime you want a relationship reboot. I hope you can use this challenge to help you to define your values and vision of who you want to be and what you want to create. And then using those as your guide to create an impact statement to help keep your goal in mind so that you can inspire and motivate yourself. And then with that in mind, you're going to explore those exciting possibilities of change. And you're going to take action from that excitement so that you can create your own momentum. And from that excitement, you're going to accept where you are and you're going to tap into your strengths in order to help you on your journey. And then you're going to create this plan that you can practice and ponder and evaluate. Okay? Putting all of this together will help you in your relationship reboot challenge, whether it's a relationship with yourself, your spouse, your child, your coworker, your daughter-in-law, or I would say even God. I know that this process will help you create the relationships you want because you will be focusing on what you think about the other person and what you think about yourself, and then taking action from that place. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to deep dive into any of this, please schedule a free discovery call with me where you can see if one-on-one coaching is right for you. Again, thank you for being here and have a joyful day.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you hear, I would love it if you would share it with your friends and family and leave me a rating and review. If you'd like to learn more about what life coaching is, please schedule a free discovery call with me where we can work together through something that's causing you a problem. Just go to my website, seasons-coaching.com, and you can also find information about my Seasons of Joy one-on-one coaching program and my Seasons of Joy community. Have a joyful week, and I'll see you next time.